Hi there. I know that I haven't had much time to sit down and kind of chat with you guys since I did the little boat float kind of last week, really. It was summer is definitely trying to catching up to the raft company here. We are pushing a lot more people down the river now, and when I'm not doing that, I've been fighting with my truck and kind of just coming home and trying to relax from the days. Counter to popular belief, being a raft guide can be a little taxing on both your mind and your body, so I do my best not to let it show when I'm around the customers, but when I get done with the river and off the river, I've been going home and eating breakfast, or not breakfast, I'm tired anyway. I've been eating dinner and then trying to go to bed as soon as I can so I can get up and do the whole thing again in the morning. Anyway, it's getting a lot warmer. The clouds haven't been coming in as hard anymore, although we have had a few good rain showers in the past couple of days. And then it's been definitely warming up to the point where quite a few times I've debated jumping in on the Yellowstone at least, because now our trips are taking us down onto the lower Stillwater from Jeffrey's Landing down to Ichcopee in Columbus. It's about a 14-mile float, and the last few miles of that are on the Yellowstone River. There isn't really much on the Yellowstone River, although I try personally to have a whole bunch of fun in my boat. There are a few games we can play, some trusting activities with other people, or kind of spin the boat around, see who can stand up the longest on the bowl or on the very front of the boat. Fun times, fun time with kids and whatnot. I haven't had a chance to do that in a while. I've been taking kind of down I wouldn't say older, but some crowds of people who really were not really wanting to play games on the Yellowstone. It's been nice though. It's been kind of more of a scenic float. Been chatting with these people. Some really interesting stories from people and whatnot. That's another reason I love being a guide. I love my jobs. I get to talk with these people that have come from out of state or might be in state, but they don't get to go down on the river so much, and they still want to have fun. And some of them got some really cool stories and live in really cool places that I find just fascinating. It's definitely an awesome career for anyone who's wanting to meet with people and do that sort of stuff. And then plus there's whitewater, of course. Going through whitewater is always a blast and always fun. I actually had a couple little kids on my boat. I think it was yesterday or the day before, I don't remember. But the youngest one was 4, and I think the oldest one was maybe 5 or 6. A couple of really cool little guys. And I personally worry with little guys. Sometimes they can be 50-50. Sometimes they have a really fun time, or sometimes it's a really terrible time. Luckily this time, they both had a blast going down the river. I was really surprised that the little 4-year-old, his name was Asher, I believe. His name was Asher, and we went through some rapids, and he was begging for more. So I did my best to oblige him and hit some of the bigger stuff. On the lower Stillwater as well, there is a spot where we can stop to cliff jump. The 2 little boys I was talking about earlier, their parents didn't allow them to cliff jump, which is fine. I'm fine with anything. I usually let people know if I'm not fine with something, but I'm fine with anything as long as the parents are fine with it. And the parents didn't want the kids to cliff jump today. That's their choice, really. I don't really want to get involved in that matter too much. Today, actually, right off the cliff, I was pulling my boat in, since we actually kind of beached the boats in a little rocky area, and then after some people cliff jump and after a fun time, we usually gather back to the boats and keep on going down the river. Today I actually had to chase a jumper quite a ways down the river. It happens. It's not something we really want to happen, but it does happen. And today I had to go chase him, so it kind of sucks for both of us, but he was fine. He was a little banged up, kind of a little tired after a swim. I can understand that. Some of those unexpected swims can be a little tiring. I've been there before. But he was a good mood. He was a good kid. He bounced back up, and he seemed to be fine. And he completed the rest of the trip. I'm I don't think he swam on the Yellowstone, but that's alright. It's up to him, really. We had a pretty good swim at the cliff jump. And it was a... just wanted to do this to kind of check back in with you guys. I'm still here. I still want to do videos and get this stuff out with you. We'll probably just... a lot of the stuff in the summer might just be kind of like this, just sitting down after dinner or whenever I get back home and kind of doing this video diary stuff. I know you might not find that interesting, but I want to keep doing it just to keep pace with the day and that sort of stuff. Tomorrow's gonna be a little special. Tomorrow, one of my co-workers, Connor, is having his 100th trip tomorrow, so I want to make that a little bit of a special day for him. I might just go buy him a beer or something like that, but that's just how you do stuff around here. And then Absaroka, the town I live, or not the town I live in, but the town I work in, is having a big celebration. It's called Absaroka Days. I think it's just, I don't know what it is exactly, but it might just be one of those celebration things that kind of brings people into town. I know that Absaroka really isn't a tourist destination. If it didn't have the two rafting companies, the one that I work at and then the other one kind of down the way, and then kind of have access to the Beartooth Absaroka Range there, people probably wouldn't be coming there. Absaroka is more of a supply town for the Stillwater mine, which is the palladium platinum mine. So what kind of the material you find in Cadillac converters and I guess fancy record discs now. That, and it's kind of more agricultural too, so not many people come there. People who do come there, I mean, they're pretty cool. I like a lot of them. Talking to the locals and taking locals down the river is always fun. I always learn about the area and learn new stories to tell, to kind of pass on to other customers. But that's it for now. I just wanted to do this little kind of video diary tonight, and catch back in with you guys tomorrow after I celebrate with Connor and maybe check out the Absaroka Days for a little bit. So, see you guys.